turned what? Pastor, be prayer, what do you call it? That's the joke. I told you it's a circus. It's nothing serious, just a circus show. Do you want to see another circus show? I'll take you to another part of Nigeria. This time around, I am going to take you down to Ibadan. Yes, Ibadan. You know, you have been hearing about the G5, G6, or G7, or whatever. With Wike and his team, the 5 governors of PDP who are going to work against Atiku in 2023 because they are upset that Atiku manipulated one of their own to become the presidential candidate of APC. I'm sorry. What am I saying? It's not PDAPC anyway. Yeah. People destroy people. PDP. So, but there's been some problems. Yes, there have been some problems. The problem here is that some of these governors, except for Wike believe that he owns River State and he's going to tell them whatever he tells them to do is what they're going to do. He has already appointed 250,000 special advisors on polling units across River State. But somehow, I don't think all other people are doing the same thing like Wike or having the same control like Wike. But Seyi Makinde hosted them this weekend. It all started with fanfare when they arrived in Ibadan. But before they arrived in Ibadan, people don't para down. You know where they say, para de grand though. Nobody say when you come the para de grand already. And a lot of people are going to also, when you come add to our para for the people of Ibadan, where Seyi Makinde is their governor. The question they're asking themselves is that, why is Seyi Makinde involved in all of this? I'm talking about PDP Ibadan. So yesterday, when they heard that Seyi Makinde is going to launch his campaign today for governor. Hang on, let me give you something. With Wike, out of the 5 governors, let me tell you them. You have Wike from Rivers. Those are the G5. I mean, the G5. Wike from Rivers. Ikpeazu from Abia. Ugwanyi from Enugu. Autumn from Benue. Seyi Makinde from Oyo, which they are now calling Solo Makinde. That's what they are saying in Ibadan. They are hungry. We not go agree. Which kind of nonsense be this? They said, well, the G5 are coming. Wike is not contesting for anything anymore, or he has already made himself a godfather. He installed the person that will succeed him as governor. He has installed those who are going to be reps, senators, and the rest of them in River State. He has done his own work. He has prepared his own pension and retirement. After all of this whole thing, he can stay back there in River State as his own people continue to run this the second richest state in Nigeria, Rivers. So it's already okay. Seyi Makinde would need to run a second term because this is his own 4 years coming to an end, and he wants to go again. That means he's still got something to lose if PDP, Abi. Autumn want to be a senator. And the one in Abia, Ikpeazu, he wanted what Wike built for himself in River State. Nobody should contest against his own successor, nominated successor in Abia. All of these old clashes and all of that come to one thing: the greed and the selfishness of selfish few who are about to get burned. But they are not going to go down alone. They would like to drag the people who never actually share in the luxury of being governor or whatever they have been enjoying for the past 8 years. They're asking the people to come and do the fight for them. But somehow, since Natrila entered them, it all started yesterday afternoon in Ibadan.
You send this to me.
Atiku all the way.
Oh, you illegal shots.
All the way.
Oh,
you can see them.
Wọ́n ti wá ní òṣèjèrè bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́ láwọn amúdání ní jèrè.
You can see them
Anything. Come on.
everywhere locked down. Strictly for Atiku.
Ibadan is locked down today for Atiku.
Ibadan today is for Waziri.
Waziri Adamawa.
No shaking.
Daddy Mariam, Daddy Aisha, Daddy Mohammed.
Everywhere.
Incoming president of Nigeria.
Everywhere.
So that was Ibadan. So they were like trying to tell Sheyi Makinde, Sheyi, which level now? Which thing be this? We don't suffer for APC and Atiku is their hope and blah, blah, blah. Sheyi, you get. Which level now? And Sheyi Makinde and Wike and the rest of them said they are going to tell the people who to vote for. That's the bragging right there. And somehow, that's exactly what they took to Ibadan today. But you see this guy, this one, you know they have him. You may not understand Yoruba, but shortly, before the arrival of the G5. They are Atiku, they are PDP, and they are asking Sheyi Makinde, why is he doing this to them? Well, after the whole work for Atiku in Ibadan, they converged somewhere where they shared what I believe was their own mind before the arrival of the G5.
Ṣèyí Mákindé tí gbogbo wa náà máa wà ń bí lágbára Ọlọ́run ṣùgbọ́n mìíràn tí a lè ṣe àjò dàbí ilé ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ ká fìbọ̀ ṣọ̀kan kémi pé ó kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sí Atiku the unifier Atiku the unifier. Mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá lénìí fún ìrìn òmìnira. Ó yẹ ká ti ṣe léyìí ti pẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé Ọlọ́run gbà wá láàyè lénìí láti mọ̀ wípé Ọ̀yọ́ State PDP ni. Ọ̀dẹ̀fẹ́ ní ọ̀la la máa ṣe ìkójáde ti gómìnà wa Ṣèyí Mákindé tí gbogbo wa náà máa wà ń bí lágbára Ọlọ́run ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ sọ nǹkan kan o ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi àwọn àlejò kan máa wá àlejò kálejò tó bá wá tó bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ against PDP àbí against Atiku kí la máa sọ no kí la máa sọ ṣọ́gbà kí ni wọ́n ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o gbogbo alámájèrè ẹgbẹ́ yìí o agbára dúà. PDP Atiku.
I know. Hang on. I'm going to bring my camera down a bit so that I can see myself. Yeah. This was before Wike and his team, before they got to Ibadan. Although there has been the rumor that the G5, Wike and Sheyi Makinde, they are planning to support Tifnumbu. Okay? While Autumn is trying to support Peter, well, he has said it anyway, to support Peter Obi. But you see, Ilgwai and then Ikweazu, they are saying that they are likely going to end up supporting Tifnumbu, making it 4 against 1. So somehow, the job now is for them to say to their people That's the problem now. How do we say this and tell our people that this is what's going to happen? But before all of that, while the people were out there trying to remind Seyi Makinde, don't do this to us, don't do this to us, blah, 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 blah. It was at the airport to welcome the G5. Where Wike, Autumn, Ikpeazu, Ugwai, at the Ibadan airport. And straight from there to their tailor, who measured them and put on a new agbada on all of them. While there is already a waiting sonorous musical sound coming from the government house banquet hall in Agodi. So what else is left before tomorrow? Today. This was last night. Oh, what should we do before the battle tomorrow? Let us dance. Oh yeah, make we follow man with Sabi Road. That's where the Wike. Oh, here is another one. Yes, we can show them the way. Agidigba oh. Agidigba oh. Oyamo Go Stadium. Wike, lead us the way. Ibadan people are waiting for you to come and tell them because they have heard about the G5. Okay? Oya, lead the way. Help us tell them who should the Ibadan people vote for. At least you are the leader of the pack. Ladies and gentlemen, even Wike, he no get liver. I'm not sure Seyi Makinde will have that liver with what is going on in Ibadan as well. But I would love to see the whole drama unfold. But Seyi Wike get confidence. Oh yeah, now tell Ibadan people who to vote for.
Vote for Seyi. Vote for the senators. Vote for the House of Reps. Vote for the House of Assembly. The other one, Seyi will talk to you. The other one, Seyi will talk to you. The other one, Seyi will talk to you.
No problem.
Not the soul. Not the soul. So, Seyi will talk to you. PDP.
Power.
PDP.
Power.
PDP.
Power.
Thank you.
Power.
And God bless you.
Power.
PDP.
Power.
PDP.
Power. Power. PDP power. Oyawa Seyi.
PDP power.
I told you, I said, if you want to see drama, let's go to Ibadan. So when the weekend was like, the election, Seyi will talk to you. Deny that other one, Seyi will talk to you. Why you no talk to them now? You for talk to them now. Everybody, everything don't propoye. Igboro ti propoye. Hey, brother, everything ti propoye. Igboro ti propoye. Yes.
Si ni pe Igboro ti di propoye. Everybody ti propoye. Yes.
Wahala today. Anything as you see, I'm taken like that. Here you get. The showdown is about coming. I'm waiting for the announcement so that we can see how the whole thing go. The Google, everything go shout. For the diary, you can follow them step by step, bumper to bumper. You know if you tell them. Because down the podium, this is what people are shouting.
The people of Oyo have spoken. Vote for Sheyi, vote for the senator, vote for the House of Reps.
So like I said, the drama is brewing in the north, brewing in the central, in the west, in the east, in this, everywhere. It just depends on which side you are focusing on. For us, we are actually beaming the searchlight on anything. We don't want to get caught unaware. No, I don't want to be surprised of anything. So that happened in Ibadan. So while we are trying to go back and then just looking for where else should we go to, that's when I came across this particular one. But I know where I'm going to take you to next. But just for a slight one, if you tell people, say, suffer, no, they tire you, suffer, no, they tire you, people like say you haven't really seen the people who are going to decide your fate. The ones that are going to, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter how you feel. As long as it is Nigeria, people like this. I'm not trying to make them look like nothing. No, they will be those who will decide your fate to some extent.
Ibi tó bá wà Atiku kó gbà lọ o. Tinubu la fẹ́ lò. Àtọ̀bí Tinubu la fẹ́ lò. Ibi tó bá wà Atiku kó gbà lọ. Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń bẹ nílẹ̀ yìí o, Tinubu ló lè ṣe. Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń bẹ nílẹ̀ yìí o, Tinubu ló lè ṣe. Naija Tinubu la fẹ́ lò.
If you see trenches artists, they shoot video for Tifnumbu. You see that back, white background. Now, classic, then they shoot. They will decide whether you are going to survive for another, if you are going to live for another 4 years, or if you are going to probably just vamoose. Pafuka, Nigeria happen to you, anything. And those will go decide and be that. They are in studio right now, remixing everything to convince their different colleagues. Go to them and say, no, I'm sorry if that makes you feel like, am I going to forget it, Jerry? That's old style. Me forget it. Diary forget it. You better start opening it from 2012, 2011, 2015, 2019. You go see, say there is nothing that is anyway shocking to people like us anymore. I just feel sorry for some of you who are going to invest a lot of your own energy, your own emotion and all that into this. Sometimes I might be your insurance, the shock absorber, for you to manage your expectations as well. So the other day, I shared this clip. I've gotten more information on this video, and I think I should share that with you before I go to Afe Babalola. You know Afe Babalola, the man, that legal luminary that advised that Nigeria doesn't need any election. Nigeria needs to trash the 1999 constitution, write a new one that is people-written constitution before any election is conducted in Nigeria, or else you are just kicking the can down the road. You will meet the worst of the worst that is still ahead. But you can boycott all of that by canceling that fraudulent 1999 constitution, trash it, and ask the people to write a new one that will then determine and decide who is interested in still being part of Nigeria. You ignored him. He has updated his warning. This time around, he's telling all of you that no matter how you feel about this 2023 charade called election, right? The people who spend more money are going to be the ones to emerge as your winner in your election. And there is nothing you can do about it because the 1999 constitution, the fraudulent constitution that is tearing Nigeria apart, empowers them to do that. You might see all the fraud, angry, raging, and the rest of that. It won't change anything. So go into the election with so much expectation, come out of it with so much outbreak and all of that. That would be your own making. Anyway, do you remember this clip?
Any of them that feels Muslim, that is the one I should campaign for. Not because of anybody. I'm not after anything. Ba wani ɗan takarar da zai musulunci aiki. Babu. Ko a Kaduna sai da Allah ya amfani da wani gwamna ya taka ma arnin jihar nan burki tukun suka fahimci cewa amma ku tsaya kuna wani wuni adalci su suna muku adalcin ne su suna ɓoye gabansu ne mutanen Gombe ne ce da su ku Gombawa duka local government din kafare guda uku ne amma kuna ba su deputy governor a Plateau muna da musulmai amma sun hana mu komai muna ai malan ka san adalci jahili ne baka san adalcin ba you don't even know the concept of adalci. So this is transformation. Go and vote wisely for transformation. Any political juggernaut has to fulfill 7 or 10-point agenda. We need security, food production, quality education, job opportunities, shelters for the citizens, and healthcare delivery system, unepileptic power supply. Are you counting? Good water.
That's a freaking madman is a very popular preacher in northern Nigeria. Do you know what he was saying? I've gotten the full detail better now, so that I will let you understand it better. He was telling his listeners that how could people want him to go and campaign for any other person apart from Muslim tickets? That look at Plateau State. Look at Gombe State. Gombe State, only 4 local governments are occupied by infidels. Do you know those they call infidels? Non-Muslims. If you are a non-Muslim, you are an infidel. Kafirino. You are an infidel. The trash of earth. You are worthless than a tissue paper. That's what an infidel means to an average Islamic criminal like that in Nigeria. Do you understand what I mean? When you hear infidel, you are worse than the worst thing, the worst dirty thing ever. So they can only pity you, just feel sorry for you for existing. So when you see them use that word, kafirin, in their statements, and they are referring to non-Muslims in Nigeria, they are telling you that when you are not Muslim, you are worthless than a piece of shit. That's it. So in his word, he said, the people whose lives are worthless, they only have just 4 local governments in Gombe. They have less local government in Plateau States. But look at the mess they have made of Gombe States. Look at the mess they have made of Plateau States. That the real people, men of Allah, people who are really, you know what I mean, who are supposed to hold power and put the society in order, they are not allowed in Plateau State. Look at them. And then he said, if not for the angel of God that is called El Rufai, who has been doing a wonderful job in Kaduna to make sure that the Kafirins are nowhere near anything power. And look at what they are enjoying in Kaduna. Look at the people of Kaduna. When an angel of Allah called El Rufai took over Kaduna, see development. So now you know why the people of Southern Kaduna are being killed now. And he said, go out there and vote wisely. Vote wisely for Muslim ticket to protect you from the Kafirins, the infidel. And that's exactly the preaching line up north, by the way. I've told you, if Nigeria explodes tomorrow, I am just going to be the historian, part of the historians who will put the pieces together for you. That won't be because of me. It will likely be because of many of you. The criminal supporters of the criminal leaders you have in Nigeria. Those of you who love your criminal leaders differently. You defend them, you back them, you find excuses for them. Or you ended up being the victims of their machination and their manipulations, right? I am just like an historian. Somebody jotting them down and say, look, here, there. Put them together. That is why Nigeria imploded. It's not because somebody caused you. It's because you are already caused. The moment you believe that these rogues, these criminals who made Nigeria a commercial, it's just like a commercial business center, right? And they created it out of the blues, not because of you. When they were going, they handed you over to those who had no idea why they are actually in position of that authority. But today, you want to stamp your chest and say you are a proud Nigerian. Come on. Come off it. However, somebody was having something like, how did we get here? Religion again.
Gaudete in Domino semper. Rejoice in the Lord always. Unfortunately, these words will not be heard by many of my Christians today. In St. Augustine's Parish, Umuhu, in Holy Cross Parish, Hamufu, in St. Thomas's Parish, Ebo, in St. Paul's Parish, Agame de Papara, and probably in so many other parishes in Ibuezes, north and south. My people will not hear this message because they won't go to church. They are running for their dear lives. And among many who may hear it, it will not make any sense because the suffering is too much. What are we to rejoice about and for? It is Christmas. Whose Christmas? Lord, where are you? And I keep asking, Anya, you have a wide reach. You have many friends, and many of them in very powerful positions. Tell your friends, Banya the boy. How did we get ourselves in this anarchy, chaos, and imminent doom in which we find ourselves for? And all those responsible for that are above my age, from my age upwards. And most of them are apparently, ostensibly good Catholics and good Christians and Muslims who are faithful in observing their prayers and receiving communion. How did we get here? Amaloswa, Niso. We are all responsible for this mess because we have refused to be Christians. And until our joy comes from doing the will of the Lord, there will be no peace.
No. You need, as Christians in Nigeria, you need to know that when they say Lord's army, it is not about the anointing oil and the Bible alone. You need to get yourself the real Lord's army. Carry your own AK-47 as a body for self-defense. I don't think if you actually put the bond together and say we are going to be defending ourselves as a Christian body, same way the Fulani terrorists are allowed because, they are Fulani terrorists. And then the Kanuri criminals, terrorists, Boko Harams, they are allowed to carry about different kind of weapons to attack you because you are Christians. Don't let anybody lie to you that there is no religious war in Nigeria. It's all war, ethnic war, tribal war, religious war. In fact, all joint state-sponsored terrorism, multifaceted, as to say. Let nobody pretend the source of this whole thing remains that fraudulent 1999 constitution. They have amended it, patch. We're still leaking blood of the, should I say, innocent Nigerians? Anyway, it'll continue to sink and then suck and then leak all your blood until you probably have to put a patch to it and break it up. For 2023, Afe Babalola, a veteran in the scheme of, is an elite. He's been part of the whole establishment himself. He's made a lot of money for himself from the establishment. Sometimes last year, he came out and he said, there is no future for Nigeria. Election won't solve it. If you go ahead and conduct the election in 2023, yes, that it will be chaotic. In fact, it will dip Nigeria more into more implosive situation, which is what I love. I want to see Nigeria in more implosive situation. You may call it a wish, but this is it. The people that brought you to this stage, they are not giving up. They are not done. So if you are doing something bad and you can see the effect of the bad things you are doing, you may actually put a break on it, slow down and reflect. The criminals who brought you to this stage in Nigeria, they are not thinking. They are not slowing down. They are not reflecting. They are pumping and doubling down. But somebody is here to remind you that do all you can, hope all you can. As long as your 1999 constitution is still your constitution, the person who spend most will be your next president. Wahala go happen. But because they have enough money to get it, they probably have enough to crush you. People's will, people's power, all those things. You better they practice. Go get your own, go and get your own gas mask now. Don't go they use mask where they take cover no so gas mask. That is what you should be preparing for. But if you are only relying on the PVC, Afe Babalola, have something to tell you. Channels Television owns the credit to this video. Let's give it to them.
He is exercising his right to follow whoever he wanted to follow, but he was not thinking of the outcome, possible outcome of monetized election. Obasanjo has no money to give to Obi. It is not who can make a difference that will win this election. It is, I will repeat, it is not the person who had all that it takes, age, health, education, and patriotism, that will win the election. The winner of this election, and I can bet it, is going to be the person who has made money in this country. That's money who will win. It's going to be, it is the person who has the money that will win. Go and put it down. A man who wants to rule the whole country, or any part of the country, ought to be screened. Has he ever worked before? What type of work did he do? Is he still there? Was he a good manager? Does he pay tax regularly? What contribution has he made to society? He come from nowhere. You become president, become governor, become member of House. They are transactional businessmen. I still stand by my suggestion that any election conducted under the present constitution, 1994, cannot and will not produce new leaders with new ideas. Rather, any election conducted under the 1994 constitution will merely result in recycling the same people who have brought Nigeria to grinding poverty, unemployment, and underfunded education, insecurity, and external debt. I must reiterate my position that the huge external debt of 42.84 trillion naira, increasing cases of killing, kidnapping, mismanagement of public funds, unemployment, strikes, poor allocation of funds for education and federal institutions, and double-digit inflation are fallouts from the appropriate 1919 constitution which was put in place by the military. Experience is the best teacher. Our bitter experience since 1999 has taught us that we are in urgent need of a new constitution. We should provide for stringent conditions. 1, respect of age. 2, academic qualifications, character, personality, contribution to community at local, state, and federal levels, as well as family background of candidates for presidency and national assemblies. In other words, these are things that must be screened. You must be screened about your age, about your education.
Oh, bless the old man. It is too late, yo. It is too late. But somehow, it is never going to be left unsaid. If you don't trash that 1999 constitution, well, I wouldn't say God should help Nigeria to survive what is coming, because I don't want Nigeria to survive it. You just want the nations to emerge from what is going to happen afterward. And that should be the prayer. 1999 constitution that Afe Babalola is talking about. Watch this.
Ten things you never knew about the 1999 Constitution. Did you know that the 1999 Constitution was promulgated by the Military Decree 24 of 1999? And to think of it, this 1999 Constitution was never subjected to a referendum.
Did you also know that this 1999 Constitution was written by a selected few that never got the consent of the indigenous nationalities or its representation?
Did you know that after writing the 1999 Constitution, it was hidden from the public until after the inauguration of President Obasanjo in 1999?
Funny enough, this 1999 Constitution was not printed by the government press or any known printers in 1999.
Did you know that the 1999 Constitution created a unitary government as against the projected federal government, and this forged an inefficient over-centralized government, as well as creating a centralized judiciary whom has never been autonomous?
In all this, did you know that this 1999 Constitution falsely and maliciously claims that the indigenous nationalities willingly handed over their lands and resources to the federal government?
And interestingly, did you know that the 1999 Constitution calls state governors chief security officers, but at the same time centralized all the security agencies and denies these state governors control over any of the security agencies?
And finally, do you know that the illegitimate 1999 Constitution in Section 6, subsection 6C, absolves the government from liabilities regarding rights of the citizens as provided in Chapter 2, making this right not justifiable?
This and many more are the reasons why corruption, unaccountability, incompetence, and insecurity are institutionalized in Nigeria.
So do you get that? Take your time and study that trashy book that they are actually deciding your life, your fate on. But again, I told you, Obi himself was in Ekiti. He met with the royal fathers there in Ekiti, and it was on record just before we wrap it up tonight.
Oh. I want everyone to go and take it on record. I was not going to elections. I was not going to gratuity. wasting your money, please. I left the 3 banks. The day I left office, I left the 3 banks in Nigeria. Access Bank PLC, Fidelity Bank PLC, and Diamond Bank PLC. I left with each of them $50 million and $10 billion for the state. Then, until today, I refuse to sign any pension or any gratuity for the office of government. I've never been bought 1 bottle of water. I don't know I've never bought a bottle of water since I left office.
I think that is Obi's bragging rights. That kind of gets some orders. Like not every one of those politicians have, and politicians have such bragging rights. Okay, so they said that he keeps bragging about saving money, and at the same time never taking a kobo for himself as a governor, and that if anybody's seen him or could bring out anything that says he took a kobo or any money that doesn't belong to him as a governor of Anambra, that it will stop campaigning. But somehow nobody did that, or maybe it would never even stop, but nobody has done that. So that is his own bragging right. Anything outside that is a different ball game. Depends on which side of the coin you belong to. Personally, I am not really that, you know what I mean? Like, so pedestrian, so ordinary. If you look at what Nigeria is going through, I know the worst of the worst are those you actually give your chances to and dare to lead you. But yeah, people say if you put him down, you put Atiku and you put Tifnumbu, remove Tifnumbu completely, that will not get sense. Okay, it's a relic. It's not 20 years ago anymore. If you put Atiku, it's untrustworthy. But look at this one. It's more ordinary to me. Very pedestrian. Right? Whereas then talk with what Nigerians have seen so far. The reason why Obi became like a repolished golden boy is because they say sometimes if what you desire doesn't exist, whatever exists, you have to desire it. In the whole market, the obedient will tell you, yeah, we are not saying it's this. But when you put Atiku, when you put Obi, when you put this or that, he's the best among them. I said, what about Shure? But that's a long conversation. That's why I said, if you pair him with all these people, right? Those who actually follows him, they believe that he's far, far better. He's younger. He's articulate. I'm sorry, obedient, okay? Like, people think, sometimes they're like, my ego is, no. I like what you are doing. But if you check my book of when you are talking about president of a country, a divided country like that of Nigeria, is more pedestrian to me. Very ordinary. Seriously. But he has bragging right. He's been there. He's been a governor. He has no record of stealing money that they could trace to him. He's bragging about this or that, which others don't have. So I give that to you. So he met his friends in Ekiti as well, the Ekiti people, where he also addressed them.
Because that's what you need. People are suffering in this country, and we want to end the suffering. So listen to me. I am Daddy Babane has said, we will
unite Nigeria. Say it now.
So come out. For when it becomes a person, for what the sacrifice is done, so come out. I was here, they're not telling me, and when they hear the governor, I was really down. You must take it out. You must take it out. Please. It's That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It is important that we listen to all of us today who are campaigning to the president and tell what we are saying, because that's what you need. People are suffering in this country, and we want to end this suffering. I am Daddy Babane has said, Will you secure and unite this country? We want to secure and unite this country. Today, people are hungry. People are hungry because they have no job. They don't know what to do. Our youth don't have job. Our youth are not doing anything. They are saying what we want to do is to ensure that we move the country from consumption to all of you will have job. If you don't have our youth will have job. We will do a sport.
I'll give you everybody who have job. We have the opportunity. I actually want to hear is a businessman. I would love to actually see what if he is adjusting his plan now that Nigeria debt is going to be 77 trillion naira. And possibly before the June, right? They will have to devalue more. They will have to devalue your naira the more they borrow money, okay? So maybe we'll begin to adjust his own promises to all of you today, because just look outside. They say look outside and see waiting the sup. All these politicians telling you a lot, they are not being honest in reality. But again, you sometimes would love to be like Nigerians, where you just build this faith that everything will shall be fine, even when everything is not. Sure you get. So Obi was there in Ekiti. He had his field day. I have a few other clips like this one.
Let me start by apologizing. Please. Let me start by apologizing that we came here very, very late and we are rushing. If you check today, the flight from Lagos to Akure.
I don't even understand what that means. Anyway, it was Obi's show in Ekiti, with a Wike's show in Ibadan, Kolu's show in Benin, and where else? One more. And that's Kwakwanso. When Kolu was in Benin, Kwakwanso was in town too, but he was meeting with Obaseki. I'll show you what he said there, okay? Just a moment.
I think some people don't even understand the realities on the ground now. Today, every Nigerian is looking for a way out. Everybody has got one issue or the other that have to do with serious concern. Nobody is waiting for his neighbor or any leader to say this is the way. And that, I think, many people should try and remember that. I can tell you also that any candidate, any party that comes out with the face of ethnicity or comes with the issue of religion, that party, that candidate, I can assure you at the national level that that person has failed the election even before it starts. And see, if we have to advise people, especially those of us who have been in the game for some time, now, just prove yourself over the years. Remove any fear. There are people who are in the air now. You know, they live there while we are here. They don't know the level of poverty in the country. They don't even know the level of anger and hunger in the country. Some of the candidates are even going around to say, we will continue the good work of this government. Now, who's good work? Where is the good work? They just campaigning themselves. They don't know. They thought that's what everybody wants to hear. They believe they are rich. Everybody is happy they are rich. They believe if they are going in the aircraft, everybody is there with them. What Nigerians are saying is who can save this country in terms of economy, in terms of dilapidated infrastructure that we see. And I'm happy I'm going on the road. I can tell you in my fingertips where there are issues of dilapidated infrastructure. In fact, it's easier to count where you see good road, 10 kilometers, than 100 kilometers of bad roads that we see across the country. So Nigerians are not waiting for you or any other person. Nigerians will take decision on their own.
Okwanso was there, and from those who knows him very well, you see that 1 billion naira that Kolu spent in Kano yesterday for that show in Kano. That Gandola was feeling good and feeling on top of the world. They said, now this man go destroy everything, Northwest. Now the prayer of the Kolu team is to see people like him on board, okay? People like Wike on board, so that when everything come out and they release the name and the results, they will have less people or less reasons for you to discredit it generally. If all of these people can just come on board just to legitimize what has already been written. Sure, you they hear me? So they are praying, they are hoping. But if none of the prayer is answered, those who are telling you that Kolu will never be president of Nigeria, they are coming from this background though. Because all this permutation, the way the team be now, Peter Obi and Kolu, they would have to share the entire South. Now, here is the point. It will have to be between Kolu and Obi. Up north, it will have to be between Kolu, Atiku, and Kwakwanso. So whoever is going to go there and steal the show, now is unpredictable. I like it. I like it. I like the chaos. I like the wahala. Let it never be so clear. Let it continue to be muddy, unclear. So that by the time all permutational arrangement, everything fails, frustration will set in, starting with APC, Egbekegbe. The next one will be Atiku, and every other person who is going to show their frustration. And like I said, as Nigeria is sitting on a keg of a gunpowder, kaboom! I'll keep my camera active, while I watch it so clearly. My sister, give us a prayer.
Una know wetin dey annoy me pass for this election matter, those of you now wey be say una dey abroad, na comot for this country because una dey find good life for una self and una children. I make una run comot because this country e no good, e no let una stay. I make una run comot. But you can't comot now dey abroad. You dey from there they campaign for PDP and APC. We kill this country. We make this country dey like this so. We not make you feel stay. You still dey campaign for them. Now Ogun go kill you. Now Ogun, there is no two ways about it. Ogun go do collaboration with Thunder, fire you. The way you take go empty-handed, now that empty-handed, now you take come back. You dey enjoy the good things of life, oh. You see, government provide good road for them. Security you get. What anything way that you they pay for, you they receive and they receive light, good road, good social amenities. But you they say make we see the vote for this PDP and APC for here where you live, where you because of a wrong. It not go better for you. Anything where you lay your hand upon for that side, it not go move forward. Not because now karma. Now wait till you bring upon yourself. Now they receive so.
Thank you so much, my dear sister. Amen to all your prayers. Now, people will be say, were they guilty of what you are saying? Now them go to feel angry. How could you run away from Nigeria? And you are now abroad. And from that you are abroad, you are now wishing evil on those who remain back there. You are calling them lazy. You are calling them entitled. The Olori Buruku Ara, you are forming patriotic Nigeria abroad. You are in America. You are in London. You are in all these places. Abi? The Ashiri Ara, the Mashan Fania, Ashurigbe Ara. You are sitting comfortably, and from what you ran away from, you are actually encouraging the multiplication of that. So every prayer that lady gave to you shall be yours. Let us sing praise. Let us sing praise and worship for just 30 seconds, if you don't mind. Yeah, carry me, they go.
Carry me, they go, my husband. Carry you, they go. Jehovah, carry you, they go, your husband. Carry me, they go. Carry me, they go, my husband. Carry me, they go. Jehovah, carry me, they go, my husband. Carry me, they go. Jehovah, carry me, they go, my husband. Carry you, they go. Now they carry you, they go, your husband. Carry me, they go. Now they carry me, they go, my husband.
Thank you very much, our dear sisters. You have heard a lot about the insecurity in eastern Nigeria, and you have also heard about the Ebube lizard, Ebube eku, Ebube. Hey, hang on. What do you call that goat again? Why did I forget that? I remember I said Ebube eku, Ebube lizard, Ebube agu, but it's Ebube eku. Ebube eku in eastern Nigeria. They were formed. They were supposed to be the Amotekun of eastern Nigeria. Now, Ebube eku, they have been saddled with the responsibility of hunting down their fellow brothers and sisters, the Biafrans, to prove a point and say, well, we are looking for unknown gunmen, when they are actually the unknown gunmen themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, it has escalated in eastern Nigeria today. Yes, it has. And when I see the bunch of the rogues that they are recruiting, I think it makes sense to say the eastern Nigerian security, which is the Ebube eku, they are not training them to defend Igbo land. They are actually training them to be something I am still trying to figure out. Can you tell me what military training this is? Ebube eku in eastern Nigeria. Look at this. What kind of training is this?
4 down. 5 down. 6 down. 7 down. 8 down.
Come out.
Those who will come will come join you. No, what's the name? Drop.
All that ogogoro one I go take every blessing money go come out now.
So now you go next.
Inkurumiri no dey work here o.
Follow on, go to
Igbo no dey work here o. Na strange dey work here. So if you think say Inkurumiri go work for you, na lie o. Igbo no go work for you. Na your power, your energy, na him go work for you.
They pack jobless people. No hope, no job, no food, almost no life. They pack all of them, put them inside one compound. They started training them how to carry dead body. Is it how to carry themselves when they are killed? Because I'm still trying to, since I saw that video, I've been trying to figure out what kind of training is this? Military training, I be self-defense, or how to carry dead body? Because I don't understand. And they said, which is a drug, it's not going to work there. Igbo no go work. All the ogogoro where you they drink every morning, since life hard, for you to become a ebube eku or ebube ewu na goat, ebube lizard, ebube goat, ebube chicken, ebube, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell it is all more or less like how do you call that word again? Or they call it a hatchet job. Just get a few people. Enugu, we want to defend the people. We want to defend Enugu State. The Enugu State government is working very hard to keep Enugu State safe. Oh yeah, people will go keep Enugu safe. See them again. Maybe now you go digest them. Tell me, which training is this? The people that will keep Enugu safe.
4 down. 5 down. 6 down. 7 down. 8 down.
So somebody said, why didn't they use a log of wood? Does that look like a real one for you? It's just put something together. Send the video to the WhatsApp group and tell them that Ebubeagu is now doing training for a new set of Ebubeagu police. Oh, na bobo. Oh, na show off. Not to end any kind of insecurity in Eastern Nigeria, but to milk it. Do you understand that now? To take advantage of the insecurity that they actually started. Maybe one of the governors they danced for Ibadan earlier. Ugwanyi, the governor of Enugu, he was there dancing in Ibadan. It's never about you. But it's up to you for those who actually really take them serious when they say something. When they say something, I just see, I listen to them because I want to hear what they are saying so that I can put it on record. I never take any of their word for anything serious. And I've been living the best life. The moment I realized that if you want to live best, comfortable life, peaceful one, do not in your life ever take the word that comes out of any politician in Nigeria. Do not take it for, don't ever believe any word that comes out of their mouth. They are a bunch of criminals. And just like a chameleon, they can change colors. Not just that, they can pick up any kind of attitude or character that will suit whatever agenda they want to project towards you. Anyone, they can pick up any character and they will suit in very well as a bunch of criminals, manipulators. So I don't take them serious. I just love keeping the record so that I could tell you that if you follow this, you are never going to be deceived by them anymore. And when they can't deceive you, oh my, that's some power back. A lot of people have their own power back. The power of manipulation that they have wielded over you. Seriously. These people will become the real them. The people they really are. Bunch of jokers who are only fitted for a trap or a contraption like Nigeria. Anyway, I was going to take calls tonight, but I won't. I am just going to use this evening to remind all of you, okay? Tomorrow is a big day, a day where we want to shoot our shot. You know, they say, shoot your shot. My ego, shoot your shot. Now, I am going to implore all members of the Temple of Truth, Yorubas and non-Yorubas alike. Tomorrow, the 6th of January is the moment we are going to take our shot. Shoot our shot at something so audacious. We want to give 100,000 exercise books to 10,000 school children across 8 states in Yoruba land. And this is going to cost us almost 30 million naira. I'm not scared of 30 million naira. I'm not afraid of it. And that's why I call it shooting our shots. So tomorrow we're going to launch the first ever aggressive fundraiser towards this. I'm going to keep my own fingers crossed. Okay? And if you want to be part of it tomorrow, please join us. Come with your check. Come with your card. Come with everything you could. Bring on board. This is something we want to shoot at. If we succeed, which I believe we will succeed, if we do it, it's going to be a big launch pad for the good stuff we have in stock for the people of Yoruba land. This time around, taking back what I believe the real control of the entire land. It's a big job and it's a big shot. I believe we're going to do it. We'll start tomorrow, Friday. We'll do same on Saturday. We'll do same on Sunday. Then we'll take a break on Monday. Take a break on Tuesday. Then we'll do it again on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, and on Saturday. Then we'll take a break again. Now we'll try this for a whole week. Let's see what we're going to do. So far, so good. I've been receiving different pledges. Everyone from America, all of you Yoruba Union members or intending members, donors from the United States of America, who have been asking or making inquiries of, do we have any kind of platform for us to actually contribute to this? Of course you do, okay? We have, we're going to have about 3 platforms for you. We have a Cash App, we have a PayPal, and we have a direct bank deposit. International bank deposit, it's called. Tomorrow is a big day. I hope we'll make it big enough. In fact, I hope we'll make it worth it, as usual. Whatever happens, right? It's going to be you and I. It's going to be us by ourselves. And every achievement, every record we manage to break, we will continue to give ourselves that patting on the back and say, keep it up, continue, keep pushing. One of these days, it is actually going to make sense. And in participating in any of our programs, it's always voluntary. Please, don't participate if you don't have what you want to give in cash. Don't blame yourself for that in a way. What I'm saying is that if you should be part of it, let it be what you can afford and let it be voluntary. Let it be something you want to do. Not because my ego is asking you to just do it. You know me, I'll tell you why it should be done. And tomorrow, I am going to lead the pack when I will be the first to launch that donation tomorrow. I'll put my own donation out there and I'll wait for others to follow suit. Aggressive fundraiser is called. I hope you are part of it. Thanks for spending your evening with me tonight. And then thanks. Sorry about that. Thanks so much for joining me on a journey. Thanks in anticipation that you are going to join us on this journey to touch the lives of those that you are likely never going to meet. They will likely never know you, but they will know what you represent and what you hold so dear. And they will replicate the same the moment we made that contact and impact. 10,000 students across Yoruba land. That will be a good start for us. You should be part of it. I'm going to be part of it. And I'm going to see you some other time, okay? If you are just joining us, please, or if you join us midway, watch this from the start again if you haven't. Drop the like and the like, that's your offering. I'm going to see you some other time. Until then, stay safe, be vigilant, and do not fall victim of their lies twice. It's excruciating. It's painful to be deceived or to be allowed to be deceived, allowing yourself to be deceived and then turn around and be like, why did they do that to me? It's because you allowed it. I'll see you some other time. Good night.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún dáyàrí Náyìbí nọ́mbà one.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún dáyàrí Náyìbí nọ́mbà one.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún dáyàrí Náyìbí nọ́mbà one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Máyégún dáyàrí Náyìbí nọ́mbà one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún dáyàrí Náyìbí nọ́mbà one.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bó níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà 1.
bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà 1.
ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà 1.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà 1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà 1.
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà 1.
àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà 1.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.